Assalamu alaikum everyone, it's me Arham Faheem and my presentation is about types of tests based on scoring. My presentation covers both objective and subjective assessments. So let's start the presentation. Firstly, here is the definition of a test. What is a test? A test is an assessment or evaluation tool designed to measure an individual knowledge, skills, abilities, or performance in a specific area or subject. A test is a tool to measure what someone knows, can do, or how they perform in a certain area. We use tests in different contexts, including education, employment, and research, to check learning and skills of an individual and to guide them instruction. Tests come in many forms. They might be written exams, oral quizzes, hands-on practicals, or performance-based assessments. Each form helps us to see different abilities of an individual. So next is the classification of tests based on scoring. Tests can be classified by how they are scored. There are mainly two types of tests, objective test and subjective test. First, here is the objective test. Objective tests are those type of tests that have a single correct answer and can be scored without bias. Their answers can be checked using answer keys or machines. Common types of objective questions include multiple choice questions, true or false, fill in the blanks, and matching items. Features of objective tests are they are highly reliable and valid, easy and fastest to score, ideal for larger groups, and they reduce examiner bias. Second is the subjective test. Subjective tests are those type of tests that require the test taker to construct a response based on understanding, reasoning, and sometimes creativity of an individual. These tests are scored by human judgment, and multiple correct responses are possible of same test item. Common types of subjective tests include long and short essays, short answer questions, open-ended questions, and oral examination. Features of subjective tests are subjective tests measure higher order thinking and allow students to explain their thoughts. However, they take more time to grade and scoring can vary between different raters. Next slide is the comparison between subjective and objective tests. So let's talk about advantages and disadvantages of both objective tests and subjective tests. Advantages of objective tests are they have reliable results, fastest to score, and minimal biases. Disadvantages of objective tests are they mostly assess factual or basic knowledge, and they don't measure creativity or deep reasoning as well of an individual. Advantages of subjective tests include they evaluate in-depth understanding and allow students to express ideas fully. This can test higher level thinking. Disadvantages of subjective tests are scoring is slower and can be biased since it depends on the human's judgment. In last, here is a conclusion of my whole presentation. In conclusion, both objective and subjective tests are valuable in education. Understanding how each is scored helps teachers choose the right type of test for the right situation. Often, the best approach is a mix of both objective and subjective tests. Objective questions are for quick and reliable facts, and subjective questions are for deeper insights. This combination leads to the most balanced and fair assessment of student learning. Thanks for listening my presentation.